right. What we're going to talk about today is preparing your horse for the farrier. It's not the farrier's job to train your horse to pick up its feet. It's your job. If you hire a farrier for the day to teach your horse to pick up its feet, that's one thing. But if you expect your farrier to risk his livelihood working with your horse's feet, that's a little bit much. That's beyond the scope of what they do. They're not typically horse trainers. They're farriers. They're in charge of hoof care. So this little Pasifino right here, nice little horse, kind of problematic about its feet. So we're going to show you how I prepare their feet for the farrier, and maybe it'll give you some ideas on how to do it. Before you ever try to pick them up, make sure you can touch them. This big old ugly flag here, make sure you can rub your horse with this flag. Rub them feet good and proper. If they won't let you touch their feet with this flag, you need to take the time to be able to do that. Get close to these horses. Now that you can touch their feet with the flag, can you touch the feet with your hands? And you got to stay safe. If you still can't rub these horses all over with your hands, don't just stick your head down there underneath and let them kick you in the mouth. You need to be able to do this. Rub them. Rub those feet. If you can't rub them, you're not going to be able to pick them up and hold them. See that little flinch right there? You make sure that's gone before you stick your head underneath there. And you really don't want them picking those feet up until you pick them up. You want them to be quiet enough about that it don't bother them any. Well, I'll show you another thing right here. We'll come over here again. It's just an old piece of rope. It don't even have to have a loop in it. This one's got a ring tied in the end of it I use all the time. But I'll show you kind of how I do it with just a piece of rope. You want to rub him all over with this. Make sure you can rub him here and not have him leave. Just like that. There. We'll do this other front foot and rub him with it. Just like that. And you don't care if you just want him to be relaxed about that. Just relax. There. Now you remember, we rubbed him with this rope. And until you can do the other things, until they're relaxed about this, once again, don't just grab this foot and pull it up with your rope. Make sure he's relaxed about this. We're rubbing this rope around his leg just like we did the front. Yeah. There you go. Little itchy spot right up at the top. Get that took care of. Maybe if your horses are good with their legs, your farrier won't quit you. You gotta understand, if he can trim 3 times as many gentle horses as he can broncos, he's gonna make more money and he's gonna take less of a chance of getting hurt. And if you don't spend the time to get these feet and legs right, he might not return your phone calls. Rub him all over with this rope. Don't pull on his head. You're not going to hold him anyway if he tries to leave. Just make sure he's okay with this. If he picks his foot up, don't try to do it. Don't try to just grab it with your hands. If he's picking his foot up, it could be because he just wants to be good, or he could be picking his foot up because he don't like it. If you don't know for sure, you better make sure you can do this with this rope. Now, if you do pick the foot up with the rope, which would be the next step, don't try to hold it. All you want to do is pick it up. You want this horse to relax and release that leg to you. So I'm holding it like this. There's no, you don't have to have a hondo in it. I'm gonna put a little pressure on this leg, and all I want this horse to do is let me have it. Just like that. When he picked it up, I set it back down. Try again. There. It's that simple in the beginning. If they won't let you pick it up, they're not going to let you hold it. I'm pulling a little bit here. There. Now you see how he's letting me hold that up off the ground? Take the time it takes. Get them right. I'll go over here and do this other back foot. See him grab that? Go back and do that first step again. Pay attention to what we're doing here. Stay safe. Make yours better. Now remember, we're not going to hold this foot up. All we want to do is show him to pick it up. There. There. I'll get this way so you can see. We're not holding it up. We're just picking it up. When he lets us pick it up, we set it back down. Let him know that if he does give it to us, we're going to give it back. There, we're holding it right there. But until they'll let us pick it up, they're not going to let us hold it. There. And release. Lots of pets. Now, if you get that far, should be able to do it with our hands now. You watch them back feet. If this horse, if you've done your due diligence up to this point, you don't have to really worry too much about him kicking you. But you still have to pay attention to what you're doing. I'm going to walk over here, and I've got my shoulder on him, right here. I got my shoulder on him, so I could lean into him. I'm going to go down here and rub this. Grab the hoof capsule. Clean that foot. Set it down. Set it down before he tries to pull it away from you. Don't turn it into a contest. You'll lose. Now when you go to the back end, make sure you're not pulling their head trying to hold them, because you ain't going to be able to hold them anyway if they take off. I got my shoulder on his hip. I'm patting him. Reach up there and get that. Grab that hoof. I'm holding the hoof capsule, not the leg. And set it down. And we're going to keep doing that every day until, as long as you set it down before he pulls it away, you're golden. I got my shoulder touching him here, and if you've done your due diligence up to this point, he will know that he can't bite you. So you have to be aware. Rub that leg. Pick up this hoof and hold the hoof capsule. And then set it down. Did you see what I did there when he put his lips on me? I moved my hand through here. He knows that I can do this, and it don't mean run off. He's not afraid of it. If you feel him putting his lips on you, and you've done your due diligence, you can put your arm back there, and he will twist his head away from you, but he won't leave. If you've got him scared of you and he'll leave, every time you put him in a bind, his go-to move will be leave. And if he can't leave, that's when they start fighting. And they're stronger than we are, even these young ones, even these babies. Now we're going to rub him here. And when that's good, because we've did all the other things, we'll reach under here and pick this up and put our hand on the hoof capsule, just like that. Lay your leg on there and rub him. I don't want him to leave. I want him to be comfortable here. And that kind of stuff's going to happen. Don't freak out. If we're standing next to this horse and we don't chase him with our feet, we can go like that. That's legit. I want him to step up here. There. And I'm going to rub him here. If he starts to lip me and I don't feel like I can hold that foot and help them, I'll quit with the feet and I'll work on the face. We don't hit him for touching this, we just touch him first. Rub that face until he takes his head away. Go like this a bunch. But don't chase him. I'm not moving my feet. I can do anything I want as long as I don't move my feet. Now we're going to try this side again. This is the side where he put his lips on us on both feet. And I haven't panicked yet. That's going to be real important to you. Don't panic. Don't let him know it's a big deal, and it won't be. Hold that hoof. Set it down. Set it down before he takes it. I'll move him around over here so you can watch me do this other back foot. Don't pull his head into you by trying to hold him. Rub his legs. And we'll try again. Hold the hoof. Rub that foot. When he does that, if you have to step back and retrace a step, I'll go back here and I'll pick this foot up. But I'm not going to hold it. I'm just going to pick it up. There. There. Now I'm going to rub it a little bit. There. Now I'm going to go back here and rub this leg. Now I'm going to pick it up. Hold the hoof. Rub it. And set it down. Now we just made him better. You can use a hoof knife or a hoof pick. I use my gloves. If you do this every day in conjunction with your other groundwork, you will be able to pick up his feet. Now I'm going to show you one more thing. If you decide to use a rope with a hondo in it, I have a metal ring right here. What's really important is just because this won't fall off does not mean that you get to grab it and pull. If you have a ring on here, you make sure that this rope gets loose so you don't rope burn these horses. Don't try to hold them and make this happen. Now I'm going to go back here to this back foot again. This hind foot right here has been the tough one so far today. Yesterday it was the other one. So now that ring is right there on that foot. I think you can see it. If you decide that you need a hondo to do this, make sure you don't pull and burn them. I'm going to lift that foot. When he lifts it, I let go. Now since we have a hondo on there, he didn't kick that off, did he? Got to remember. And I'm just going to hold this here. So when he kicked against that rope. Watch again. When that foot gets quiet, I'll let go. I'm going to pick it up and let go. Pick it up, let go. Pick it up, let go. Pick it up, let go. You see how he's getting just a little bit pissed off about that rope hanging around his leg and not coming off? That would be the only time you'd need to use this ring. Hold, let go. Pull, let go. If he's starting to lip me, as long as I don't move my feet, I can move my hands. And I'm going to keep doing this until he lets me pick this foot up without kicking. But every time he picks it up, I take the pressure off. So, what you just saw me do there, my arm's this long. As long as I don't move my feet, I can do anything I want with this arm. But I can't move my feet. You can't chase their face. You can't chase them. You can't go over there and hit them. And he's getting frustrated and stomping that foot. That just tells me we need to pick it up. As soon as we pick it up, we need to get soft. Pick it up, get soft. That kicking don't do him no good. Pick it up, get soft. And we're going to keep doing this until he don't kick at the ground or stomp. I don't want him leaving. And this way we don't turn it into a war. We're not trying to hold this foot up with this rope. we're trying to pick it up off the ground. When we get it picked up off the ground, we let go of it. Don't give up. Yeah, better. Better. He doesn't get to leave. There. And if he doesn't like this, well, he doesn't have to like it, but he has to accept it. You got to take care of his feet. And he's just telling me, no, I'll not pick that up. And if we're persistent, he will. Some of this stuff takes the time it takes, you know. If he keeps creeping off, back him up. He's not allowed to dictate direction or speed. I'll move him over here a little bit so you can see. There. Let's pick that up and let go of it. There. There. Let go. There. Let go. Let go. Pick it up, let go. You see how he keeps bringing his face over to me? He's real frustrated right now. Just be aware. Keep putting your hand up there. Don't stick it in his mouth. There. There's a thing. When you put your hand up there like that, if you keep your hand above his mouth, he can't bite you. It's impossible. But you have to be aware. And I'm not pulling on his head. There. And as long as he's doing this, there, let go. Let go. Let go. There. There. We're just going to keep doing it. Until it's okay. So the way to deal with this frustration and is to just ignore it. There. 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 Because if you make this a big deal, it will be. It'll turn into a big deal. There. There. Now we'll come back here. We'll pet this hip. Pick it up, set it down. There. Get in. I let go of the rope just to show you, if you've got your due diligence done, you don't have to try and hold their heads to keep them from moving off. I'm not asking him to leave. He needs to stay still till I ask him to move. There. Go down here again. Rub that foot. Now, he tried to kick at me right then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that and let him kick on that rope. See how my hand's right here? I am not pulling on him. But every time he kicks that, he kicks himself. Now we try again. Grab the hoof capsule. There. End in a good place. And you might have to do that every day for a month or 2 months. It'll be time well spent. Just don't get in a hurry and try to force it. That's how I prepare them for the farrier. I'll pick this horse's feet up every single day. First day I tried to pick up them back feet, he kicked out to the side. It's getting better, but we've never turned it into a struggle. We've never turned it into a fight. That's kind of the key. Hope that helps. Bye.